You're listening to Kingdom and Kinship, a Good Society actual play by Hallowed Haven Studios. Previously on Kingdom and Kinship, the season has officially begun and the Viremonta State is today's location to be within the good company of society. Amongst those present, Lady Diana Fairley arrives to make her first true introduction to society and, despite her initial nerves, the comforts of her father prove to be true as she has caught the eye of not an inconsequential number of suitors, such as Leonard Blackwell and my own dear Viscount Beauchamp Montreval. Many intimate glances were made, and a polite yet earnest conversation between Diana and Leonard seemed to stoke the fires of jealousy to some degree within an onlooking beau. For my part, I found myself mingling in my usual fashion amongst the many guests before coming upon my good friend Mr. Peter Quimbley, who urged me to help make introductions on his behalf on account of his new money standings. In the meanwhile, Lady Sophia Rookwood found herself accompanied by her friend Lord Marcus Ashcombe, who encouraged her to seek amendments with her previous friendships. Fortuitously, after a rather awkward conversation with the Baroness Ellen Dunhold, all Peter's fault, of course, I came upon Lady Sophia and her companion, again Peter's fault. After a terse conversation that raised eyebrows from both compatriots, Beauchamp soon entered the conversation in an attempt to organize a meeting with his old friends at his own holding. Vague agreements were made, and Sophia excused herself, leading Beau and I to discuss the matter in further depth. I, naturally, voiced my hesitance, but Beau convinced me to attend and try to keep something of an open mind. From there, further mingling was had as I approached the Lady Tabitha Blackwell and was graciously requested to help organize an intimate festivity for the family and close friends, to which I accepted with gusto. Not long into our conversation, however, a light rain shower came upon the garden party and we were forced to seek shelter. Minutes later, Tabitha slipped away from me and delivered a poem to Lady Diana as a show of her affections. Not long after, Beau, Leonard, and myself found ourselves in discussion to a good number of stairs for reasons I can't quite ascertain as we dried off. This was soon followed by an announcement made by the peerage that the county of Axbridge would be taken care of to ensure that House Blackwell remained stable during their current transitory period. Upon completion of these announcements, Beau, for reasons that elude me, found it prudent to force a meeting between our former cohort of 4, dragging myself and Lady Sophia along to speak with Diana and her companion Lady Rosamond. After an initial shock, Rosamond organized a more secluded meeting and had each of us clear the air of our intentions. Sophia made attempts at apology towards Diana, who rebuked her, then quickly excused herself. Frustrated with a lack of answers, Beau departed soon after, leaving only myself and Sophia together. After my second awkward conversation of the day, Sophia and I made agreements to at least attempt cordiality in the future. And from there, we each went our own separate ways once more.
Hello, I'm Melon, my pronouns are it, and I'm playing Lady Sophia Rookwood. Their pronouns are she, her.
Hello, I'm Gary. I'm playing the Honorable Douglas Finchwood, and both of our pronouns are he, him.
Hello, I'm Bloodied Porcelain, and I'm playing Lady Diana Fairley. Both of our pronouns are she, her.
And hello everyone, I'm Grizz, and I will be playing everybody else in this lovely fake Regency England that we're currently residing in for this lovely game of Kingdom and Kinship. Hello everyone, hello my players, how are you this evening?
Hello.
I'm good.
Let's
Still alive.
Oh god.
For now.
The assassins have failed. The Regency assassins. Now, when we last left off, it was a little heavy as we left Stag's Crossing, and a few things have passed by. Call it like maybe a week and a half since that moment has happened, and just enough time for letters to go back and forth. We have player letters to NPCs and player letters to each other, so we're going to cover those as we're going to keep doing for the beginning of the episode. For today's episode, we are going to start with the good Douglas Finchwood. We're going to start with you, Carrie.
All right.
So what we're going to do, what we're going to do is that the players are going to read a letter. If that letter is it's going to a PC, the PC can respond during their turn. If it's an NPC, I will immediately respond. So we're going to start with you, Carrie.
All right. First letter. My dear brother Thomas, I hope this letter finds you in good health, and I do apologize that I am too indisposed to have this conversation in person. It has recently come to my attention that the good Lord Edmund Fairley, brother of dear Lady Diana Fairley, has passed on not but 2 years ago. This has recently become a spot of trouble for me, as I never received the missive of his funeral, and have since begun trying to ascertain how this has come about. I know you're the one who largely handles our household correspondence, so I thought it logical to ask if you recall ever receiving such a letter. I find it likely that perhaps it got misplaced or lost in transit if I was in London during its arrival, but wish to see what insights you may have on the matter. My appreciation for any assistance you may be able to provide would be immeasurable. Please send Astrid my love, and I hope to see you both once again in short order. Your brother, Dougie. Postscript. Did you know that Mr. Peter Quimbley has property in more places than solely London? I found this to be a rather shocking development when I first heard. I thought him something of a permanent fixture of the city, but perhaps that was unfair of me. End of letter.
My dear Dougie, you cannot know how overjoyed I was to see your hand upon an envelope again. It's been far too long since we last sat together, and I find myself counting the days until the solstice ball, where I tend to keep you to myself for at least one dance and an hour's conversation, whether you consent to it or not. Your question, however, has troubled me greatly, for I remember the letter well. It arrived during your stay in London, bearing the Fairley seal edged in black. I had scarcely broken the wax before Father asked what correspondence had come. When I told him it concerned Lord Edmund's passing, he took it from my hands and said he would see to it reached you himself. I believed him without question, and it never occurred to me he would do otherwise. Knowing what I know now, I fear it never left his desk. I have thought on that afternoon more than once since reading a letter. I cannot help but wonder if Father believed he was sparing you grief, or if he simply wished to spare himself or the discomfort of you returning to stand beside Lady Diana in her mourning. Whatever his reasons, I am deeply sorry, for if I imagined he would withhold it, I should have sent another of my own hand before the sun had set. Please do not let this cast too dark a shadow over what lies ahead. We cannot reclaim the years already spent, but we may yet make better use of those still given to us. I look forward to embracing you properly at the ball, and perhaps we might speak of Lord Edmund, or of Lady Diana, or nothing serious at all. Give my regards to any who ask after me, and thank you for Astrid's mention. She insists that I remind you still owe her for the story about the Jew? I told her she must hear from the only reliable witness. Your devoted brother, Thomas Finchwood. And you have another one, Gary?
I do. Sorry, I didn't realize I was doing both at once. My bad. I misunderstood.
No, you're fine.
Second letter. Dear Lady Tabitha Blackwell, wonderful news! I have taken multiple days to contemplate your request for me to assist in organizing a festive gathering, and I am even more excited than before. I hope the days since our previous conversations have been kind to you. If you require anything at all, please do not hesitate to simply request such from me. I am most eager to provide and be of comfort to my friends. Now, as for this small and intimate gathering you wish to have, I do think the first thing we should consider is location. Do you have any particular estate in mind, or is the intention to host upon your own friendly grounds? I believe from there we can continue plotting activities, drink and comestible options, and dining menus. I eagerly look forward to your future correspondence. Your friend, Douglas Finchwood.
Dear Lord Finchwood, your letter has delighted me exceedingly, though I confess I laughed aloud at the notion my invitation required multiple days of contemplation. I had imagined you accepted before the ink on my own letter had even dried. I am very pleased that you remained enthusiastic as ever, for I suspect your excitement shall prove far more useful than my own scattered notions. My intention was indeed to host a gathering at Blackwell Manor. It seems only proper that its halls should know merriment once again. I hope the occasion might encourage those who have spent too long only speaking in hushed voices. I shall happily entrust much of the finer planning to your capable hands, though I reserve the right to insist upon one thoroughly unnecessary indulgence, if only because every successful gathering ought to have something memorable to be spoken of afterwards. I look forward to conspiring with you over menus and music and every other pleasant distraction. I have every confidence that between us we shall produce an evening that is both elegant and impossible to forget. Until then, take care of yourself, and try not to exhaust all your excellent ideas before I have a chance to hear them. Your friend, Lady Tabitha Blackwell. All right. Thank you for the letters. We are going to go to Sophia.
That's me.
It is.
My dear Lord Elias Blackwell, it is my intention to thank you for the manners and care you showed me at the Biomont's gathering, even though the southern rain was dreadful and I cannot imagine the sort of stresses you must be confronting yourself. It marked a much appreciated spot of care in an evening that was otherwise marked with a great deal of pain. I have taken your words to heart, and followed them as I traverse a rather rocky journey of my own making. But they have kept me warm in much the same way your coat did, even though the reception I have received from my past friends has not been as I hoped. I maintain hope in that things will sort themselves. But I did not write you solely to address my own matters. Being aware of your intentions, I wish you the best in the great game and dance of the season. I know the situation involving my brother at the funeral was rather embarrassing for all parties involved, but I hope you know that what I said there still applies. If you need to call on me for aid, know I will help you in turn. With best regards, Lady Sophia Rookwood.
My dear Lady Sophia, your letter is a welcome surprise, and I thank you for writing with such generosity of spirit. I had not imagined that an ordinary gesture as offering a coat or a few words should linger so long in another's memory, though I confessed I am pleased they served you so well. I am sorry to read that your own road has proven so uneven. It is a misfortune that attempts to mend old hurts can so uncover fresh ones instead. Yet I hope you will continue to hold together the optimism that you have. I've always found hope to be far more stubborn than most would ever think. You are kind to wish me well in the season ahead, but I suspect you grant me all confidence I possess. The dance you describe grows intricate with every passing day, and I cannot say whether I lead, follow, or merely stumble from one measure to the next. Your offer of assistance, I will remember with gratitude. I hope I should not have to cause a call upon it, but it is no small comfort to know that it is sincerely made. I can only hope that you would extend me the same privilege should your own burdens ever become too great to carry alone. When fortune brings us together in the same room once more, I hope we may find the opportunity to speak without interruption, rain, and not quite so many curious eyes. I believe conversation is far more than revealing the correspondence, though perhaps that is only because letters permit us to choose our own silences as carefully as our sentences. Until then, I remain your sincere friend, Lord Elias Blackwell. Alright, your next letter.
I'm still muted. Lady Diana Fairley. I won't miss my words or prolong my speech, as I know you have no desire to maintain contact or correspondence with me, given what transpired at the Barmont's estate. I apologize for how things were handled. It was not my wish to have such an ambush meeting with you, involving so many. I just wish to apologize, to express the same remorse I had previously expressed in my writings to you, and that I had only wished to help before the broader public twisted and perverted the rumors I started into something much more untoward. But I understand with a heavy heart that it is not in your wishes to maintain contact, and that I should not keep hope. It is, as fate would have it, too little in too late a fashion. I figured, then, that it would only be correct for me to return the attached package to you, as it was your design first and foremost. With respect to your wishes, Lady Sophia Rookwood. Attached to this letter comes a package containing a handkerchief with an embroidered image of a damask rose.
Alright. Diana, your letters, please.
Okay. My dear Lady Tabitha, I hope you will forgive my writing to you so soon after the Viamont's gathering, but I could not allow more time to pass without thanking you for the verses you placed in my hand. I read them only after you had gone, and have returned to them more than once since. There's a particular courage, I think, in saying a true thing plainly, and I hope you will not distrust your words merely because they were offered gently. It touched me more than I can easily express to be seen with such kindness. If I offered you any comfort at your father's funeral, I'm very glad of it, though I had no more than what my heart compelled me to do upon seeing another so pressed by grief and expectation. Still, to know that such a small act might have remained with you is a comfort I shall not soon forget. Please accept my warmest thanks, not only for the poem, but for the confidence implied in giving it. I should be very happy to know you better, should you wish it. and I hope you will consider me someone to whom you may return with ceremony when ceremony becomes tiresome or sorrow too crowded by company. With sincerest regards, Lady Diana Fairley.
My dear Lady Diana, your letter reached me this morning, and I fear I have read it so often already, I shall soon know it by heart. You have thanked me far more generously than I deserve, for it is only the simplest truth set down upon a page, and if there was any courage in it, I believe it was done to me by your kindness. You speak lightly of the comfort you offered me at my father's funeral, yet I cannot do the same. In those days, every word addressed to me seemed to carry some expectation I could scarcely bear. Yours alone asked nothing of me. I have remembered that gentleness often, and I suspect I shall continue to do so. It pleased me more than I ought to confess to know that my verses found so welcome a home. They were written with some uncertainty, and I had almost wished to recall them after they left my hands. You have spared me that regret entirely. I would be very glad indeed to know you better. There is a rare ease in your company I have found myself thinking of more often since we had parted, and I hope we shall not have to wait over long before fortune allows us another conversation. Until then, please pray accept my gratitude, my esteem, and every good wish. Yours sincerely, Lady Tabitha Blackwell. In that letter is a folded up piece of paper. And as you open that with the letter, the ink on it is completely smudged because it was put in there too tightly. You feel like someone wrote it very quickly, put it in there, and then sent it away in too much of a hurry before they let the ink dry. But that's it.
Lady Sophia Rookwood. I received your letter and the package enclosed with it. I confess I was not prepared for either. The handkerchief is one I remember well, though I had not thought to see it again after so many years. It is strange how a small thing may carry the whole weight of a former self within it. The girl who embroidered that rose seems very distant from me now, and yet not so distant that I could not look upon her work without feeling it. You write of remorse previously expressed in letters to me. I must tell you plainly that I received no such writings. Until your present letter, I had believed your silence to be as deliberate as my own, and I do not yet know what I am to make of learning otherwise. I will not accuse you of falsehood, but neither can I pretend that such a discovery causes me no distress. There are pains enough in what happened without finding, years later, that there may have been misunderstandings laid atop the first injury. I accept the return of the handkerchief, though not, I think, as a severing as complete as you perhaps intended it to be. It belongs to a time when I trusted you, and when friendship seemed a simpler thing than I have since found it to be. I cannot say that time may be restored, nor can I presently offer you what you ask for most. But I will say this, I believe your regret is sincere, and I am sorry that sincerity has come to us both through so much harm. For now, I must ask that you allow me quiet. I do not know whether forgiveness is beyond me or merely not yet within my reach. I know only that I cannot be hurried toward it, not by apology, not by memory, and not even by the sight of a rose I stitched when I was young enough to believe all beautiful things were safe. Lady Diana Fairley.
All right. Well, all three of you, thank you very much for your letters. Incredibly well written, well performed, and my goodness, they were all so spicy. But now we head into the main part of this episode, if everybody's ready.
Let's do it.
Oh my god. All right. In no uncertain terms, we begin. I'm gonna take a sip of water before I read all this. Among the oldest noble seats in the kingdom, Wolf's Barrow has stood for nearly 5 centuries. Its foundations laid when the northern marches demanded more fortress than manor. Though peace has long replaced the threat of God, I can't read my own writing. Peace has long since replaced the threat of invasion. The Dunholds have preserved its weathered walls, gatehouse, and towers as a reminder of their history. Beyond the ancient stone lies a vast estate of forest, rolling hills, open heartland, and winding streams encompassing some of the finest hunting grounds in their kingdom. Unlike many great houses that have softened with prosperity, Wolf's Barrow remains disciplined, enduring, and quietly formidable, a reflection of the family that has guarded the kingdom for generations. Today, however, its gates are open for the great hunt of Wolf's Barrow, one of the oldest traditions in the kingdom, and the first hunt of the season. By the time the last guests arrive, the breakfast has already been served served beneath striped pavilions overlooking the training fields. The tables still bear the remnants of fresh baked bread, smoked meats, cheeses, preserves, and hot tea as nobles finish quiet conversations before the day's ride. The stables are alive with activity, magnificent hunters, sleek bays, elegant greys, and spirited chestnuts, beautiful horses stamp impatiently upon the cobblestones, for the coats are gleaming after being carefully groomed. The Dunholds are renowned for breeding exceptional horses, and even experienced riders pause to admire the quality of the mounts that await them. Hands and grooms move confidently among the horses, tightening saddles, checking bridles, and moving with a steady hand as riders prepare to mount. Attendants circulate with riding crops, gloves, cloaks, water flasks, ensuring every guest is well equipped. Ladies and gentlemen alike are expected to ride, and among House Dunhold, skill in the saddle has always been valued far more than convention. Near the kennel yard, the hounds, growing restless with the huntsmen to prepare for the chase, while a few other guests are naturally forming riding parties of their own. Some seek out old friends, new acquaintances, and a few quietly choose their company with great care. At Wolf's Barrow, the hunt has only been about the court. The hunt has never been only about the court. It is about a measure of horsemanship, companionship, and character, where conversations are carried over woodland trails instead of drawing rooms, and first impressions are often made at a gallop. Welcome to Wolf's Barrow, everybody. Now, we're going to say it's going to be around 10 o'clock in the morning. And my question for the three of you, did anyone bring their own horse? I know the answer for one person, but...
Yes.
Yes.
I'll say yes.
Okay. Your horses were taken off to the side while you were sitting down and eating, making sure they were carefully groomed, taken care of. All of your own equipment is there, but all the attendants have made sure they are carefully in place to make sure there were no accidents, including your own attendants if you requested that, to make sure everything was okay. Now you do see the Baroness Ellen Dunhold. Again, long brown hair, gray eyes, still in the same red and gold, red outfit with the gold trimming, but the full riding outfit. Foregoing any side, either side of the aisle. She's not dressed in a lady's riding outfit or even a man's. It's kind of a mix of both. And she's sitting on this beast of a chestnut horse that is just this, probably the pride of House Dunhold itself. As she's riding through, making sure everyone's fed, everyone's taken care of. And there are a few other houses here that you are made aware of. The two children of Duke Richard Ashcombe, the head of House Ashcombe, are both here. You see a nephew of the Countess Montreval, Beau's cousin, Lucien Montreval, is also here. But there's also the Dunhold's master of the hunt, Gideon Thorne, an older gentleman who has known many a war, many a fight, and is one of the most formidable hunters the realm has ever known. Actually a relatively short man, long gray hair tied neatly into a bow, full scruff going. Hasn't probably shaved in a while. He does not care. He's not a noble. He doesn't pretend to be, but Master of the Hunt is a title in itself, and people give him full respect. Therefore, he dresses how he wants to. And next to him is a massive wolfhound standing just as proudly as his horse is as they prepare for the hunt. And you see him quietly talking to the Lady Dunhold. Now, that is the situation. That's where everybody is. We all know how the tokens work. But we're going to lay the groundwork of who you're with and who may have come with you. We're going to start with Sophia.
All right. I would believe that Sophia would have come with her brother, most likely, and perhaps her father or dad.
I do not believe your father would be at this one, unfortunately. But your brother can't be here.
All right.
You can spend a resolve token to have your father here, but he would not be here otherwise.
It can just be my brother. I'm sure that'll turn out fine.
Yeah. Your brother is sitting beside you. Full gear, much like everybody else. Shifting uncomfortably in a seat. he is a good writer. He doesn't like writing, but he can.
Quite perhaps the most fruitful statement I've had in my life. She is most likely sitting side saddle, prepared as she would. Her horse is a rather dainty and remarkable thing, but that has been taken quite good care of.
Mm-hmm. And then what?
I'm sorry, my head is blank.
You're okay. Your brother looks over you. It's like, I don't understand how you're so comfortable with these things. I don't.
Well,
It's like
this is a social gathering. I will manage it fine. We've practiced for this.
There is no amount of practice that can ever prepare a man for sitting on pure hard leather with no cushions.
Oh, come on now. I'm sure the mighty Isaiah can surely manage sitting on a saddle for a few hours.
There you go with the biting comments. You know, I don't think I've ever done anything but compliment you, sister.
Perhaps so. I apologize. That was uncouth of me.
You may apologize, but I do know that you don't mean it. Now,
I
who
tried.
do you have your eyes on?
That's a strong start to the conversation.
I mean, you just insulted me.
That is true, I did. I'm still settling a couple of matters, but you'll have to give me the allowance to not disclose quite yet. I am still watching which road would be safest to traverse.
I wouldn't wait too long. Stags Crossing already had plenty of marriages already set to go.
That's so.
Well, why not? The earlier you get it done, the more comfortable you'll be.
I suppose there is a certain wisdom in such a thing. I must thank you for it. I will take it into consideration. Now, I'm sure you'll be alright for the hunting journey. You keep shifting.
Like I said, there is no cushion. If anything, I will be suddenly afflicted with an illness that will force me back to the actual camp.
Well, I hope you shall find your steady footing and the comfort you require, dear brother.
Oh, I'm sure that my replacement will show up sooner rather than later anyway.
Replacement?
Of course.
Well, just who would that be?
Well, Father's coming, didn't you hear?
Oh, really? I know he is here, just was of the mind that work was still...
No, for your
in
information,
messy.
Sophia, you had no idea your father was coming. That's why I didn't want you to steal that from there.
Oh yeah, that's quite right. She is pleasantly surprised. I really did think he was busier than that. Well, I'm glad to know he will be here. It's been, well, quite the time since I've last got to see him.
I'll be sure to send him your way. If you'll excuse me.
Of course. Do go on ahead.
He will ride off.
And Sophia will find her own way to, well, wherever the rest of the preparations or gatherings before the hunt are.
All right. Let's see. Douglas.
Yes. So, I think Douglas often does ride with his brother Thomas, the riding commands, but I don't know if Thomas would be here since he's typically looking after the estate. But Douglas is definitely with the two Ashcombe siblings, I think, as he is a vassal of their home, but he's not quite as good at mingling with the Ashcombes as his brother and father are. So he might kind of be on the edge of their conversations. Like he's present, he's there for propriety reasons, but he's not really good at getting into it. So he's most likely kind of hanging out and talking to his horse, which is indeed Sparkle, a beautiful tan mare who behaves very well for him, but anyone else that tries to handle her or stable her, any of like the stable people, is a little bit more difficult towards. But yeah, I think he's riding along and just kind of like leaning forward and speaking to her. You know, Sparkle, I think I have a very good feeling about this time. I've been practicing, and I think I'm going to hit something this time. Preferably one of the things we're hunting.
Yeah. Pulling up beside you is Lord Frederick Ashcombe, the direct heir to the Ashcombe line. He is the eldest son. He's the eldest son of all of them, actually. He is an extremely skilled rider. As he goes up beside, he's like, "Are you still Douglas? I do have to tell you, no offense, but the horse will just do what you want it to. It loves you to death. You don't need to talk to it like it's a small person." "Brother, what are you talking about?" And then you see his younger sister, Lady Delilah Ashcombe, pull up. Now, much like their father and Marcus Ashcombe, who we saw in the last episode, blonde hair, like deep brown eyes. You do see a little bit of scruff on Frederick, only because, I mean, he probably hasn't been around that very often. But they're both in the full colors of House Ashcombe, which is like this deep royal purple. As they're riding alongside you, it's like, "He can talk to Sparkle whenever he wants. Isn't that right, Sparkle, you beautiful boy?" And she just like reaches over and like scratches him by the ears as they're going at a gallop. And you're kind of just like riding through at like a slow pace because the hunt hasn't started yet. But Sparkle is probably the best wingman you've ever had, because I'm not sure if he can sense when the individuals chill. Do you know what I mean? Like immediately, this is one of the good ones. I'll let it touch me, kind of a thing.
Right, well, thank you, Delilah. Exactly. Sparkle deserves just as much conversation as any one of us. She is part of the group.
We're gonna give her all of the kibble. We're gonna give her all of the scratching her behind the ear. Her own horse looks slightly annoyed by the other horse getting attention, and Sparkle's just digging it. It's totally fine. And Frederick just rolls his eyes as like, "Listen, if you know how to ride and you provide the adequate authority towards the horse, then just listen to you. It's just how it works. I can tame any horse I want to."
Indeed, but let me ask you this, Frederick. You've seen me ride, yes?
I've seen what you call riding.
Would you say that I am adept at it?
Well, given I've only seen you ride the only thing that likes you riding on it.
So could you say that potentially me speaking with Sparkle aids in my riding capabilities?
Only if you try to another horse.
I think we are underestimating the bond between rider and horse and how valuable that is in our capacity to be skilled at what we do upon them.
I think we're avoiding the subject that you only ever ride the first horse you've ever ridden on because it likes you and you're afraid to ride anything else.
I will ride other horses, I just don't want Sparkle to get jealous.
You've never... Goodness. And then Delilah was like, "Okay, first of all, calm down. He's allowed to ride only Sparkle, but Douglas, I do have to tell you," and she like leans and goes like, "Others are beginning to wonder if you can actually ride, my friend."
I'll lean back into Delilah. "Oh, trust me, Delilah, I can ride. It's just, I wasn't kidding about the jealousy thing. She can smell other horses on me."
Well, that's just part of the test, yeah? If you could ride the meanest thing the Dunholds have here and then get back on the horse that thinks you're the world, then that means you're just a damn good rider. You have to give it a shot.
Oh, and I am a damn good rider. You tempt me, Delilah, you tempt me.
What's the worst that could happen, other than the Sparkle never speaks to you again?
That's the worst thing that could happen. I would be mortally wounded for the rest of my days if Sparkle never spoke to me again.
Well, just for instance, and like Frederick sidles up next to you. The Iron Throne, and he gestures to the massive chestnut that Baroness Dunhold is currently sitting on. That horse is the pride of this household. No one other than a Dunhold has ever ridden on him or any of his lineage. They refuse to let anyone else on them. If you can get on that horse and have it not buck you off, I won't say another word.
Well, there's two challenges there that you proposed. One, not getting bucked off. Two, having the Baroness Dunhold allow me to try.
What, do you think she would allow you to try? You're Douglas Finchwood. The honorable, might I add.
That is true. How about this? I'll take you up on this offer, but in exchange, you, dear Frederick, have to try to ride Sparkle.
No, I'll never ride a mare.
Well then, that's just unfair.
It is.
But then again, I'm
Straight up, it's like-
always for proving unfair challenges accomplishable, so I'll take you up on it, Frederick.
If you do succeed, I do know of the, like leads in, I know where their whiskey cellar is.
Well, I wouldn't want to raid their whiskey cellar without their knowledge or permission. That would be rude.
Is it a raid if you have the key?
If they don't know that we're taking it, then I believe so.
If we have, is a key not permission? And like as you have this conversation,
Douglas kind of like looks upward as if he's thinking really hard.
it's a key not permission. Lady Diana.
Yes.
Who did you arrive with, and who were you trying to seek out, if anybody?
Well, my father couldn't make it and was a little iffy about me coming at all, given what happened to my brother. But I managed to convince him. And I have brought Miss Louisa Osborne as my, oh my goodness, what's the term? A chaperone?
Like friend? Like
Chaperone?
What's that word?
Sorry. And I brought my own horse. A little bit of a teeny tiny amount of backstory on Diana's horse. Diana's horse's name is Pollux. And Pollux was purchased for her at the same time her twin brother's horse Castor was purchased. They share a sire, but come from different mares, so they were born very, very close together. Castor obviously is not who she's riding. She's riding Pollux. Pollux is dappled gray, small and sleek, very graceful, intelligent, and very steady under pressure. And is incredibly responsive to Diana as a rider, especially since Castor inadvertently killed Edmund.
Very bad. Oh, that's a bad joke, Grizz. That's a bad joke.
It's like she can. It's like Pollux can sense that Diana's a little bit more careful, a little bit more hesitant than she used to be, but she's still a very accomplished rider. She is wearing green as she usually does, green trimmed with silver. She is wearing a tailcoat jacket that is in that kind of very deep sage green, with silver buttons and embroidery. Her riding skirt has cut with like extra fabric so that it will drape over the back of the horse well. And it is complete. It is the look is completed with a structured felted little like Regency top hat that's embellished with a little veil that kind of covers like one of her eyes but not her full face, and leather gloves.
You were really excited for this riding episode, weren't you?
I like thinking about costumes. I'm sorry.
No, it's awesome. I love it. That's amazing. So, beside you, Miss Louisa Osborne. God, I hate reading cursive. For that is Orborn. It's like that's not right. About your height, mousy brown hair, like slightly hazel eyes, just freckled to the nines with big dimples and a smile, riding a light like black and gray horse who's a bit big for her, but they were kind of like, oh, we'll make sure you have a horse. This is one of the, they made sure it's a nice, gentle horse who doesn't mind being ridden. Just don't do anything crazy on him because he's kind of like, what's happening kind of a horse. like a nice riding outfit, pretty simple. But you can tell that it was like very much tailored for her because she's, she has money. She teaches nobility how to fucking play instruments. And she's kind of like sitting there nervously, just like, all right. Yes, we look amazing. The horses are doing wonderful. Everyone ate, everyone's having a good time, and she's like doing the mental checklist, like looking through everybody. Let's see. Right, what do we do now? I'm used to just going in, they bow to me and say, wait here, and I play something.
We mingle for a while, and then when the hunt starts, we'll join them.
Oh, when the hunt starts. Oh, that's a big hound. And she like looks over, and you can see like the master of the hunt is sitting on his horse, and it's just like the dog is a horse. It's just a big fucking dog. We mingle. Do you see anyone you want to mingle with? Am I being a chaperone properly? I feel like I was supposed to do something more.
Your job is primarily to make sure that nothing untoward happens and to not let me out of your sight.
Is that what this is for? And you see, like, she just holds up the riding crop.
No, that's for the horse.
But no, I'd never.
You don't strike them hard, you give them a little tap. Not right now, it'll take off.
No, Ignacio, I'm not going to hit you, I promise. And she's like patting his mane as the horse like nickers a bit, like, oh yeah, I appreciate it. It's a good boy. Who should we mingle with? Who do you think?
Not sure yet. She kind of looks around, spots Sophia, and immediately looks elsewhere. There is a moment when she kind of looks around the rest of the assembled parties, and she looks a little disappointed. But keeps her thoughts to herself about it, about what exactly has caused that reaction. I'm so sorry. Can you give me the name of the hostess again?
Baroness Ellen Dunwald.
Well, I ought to go over and say hello to the Baroness. Thank her for her invitation.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's do it.
So I will head that way. Thankfully, horses like what they have put my friend on tend to be pretty good at just following. So I will just make sure that that Pollux and I don't move too fast, so that she can keep up.
Absolutely. You make your way over. At the current moment, the master of the hunt and the Baroness are just talking to themselves as they see you approach. A small smile as the Baroness bows to you. It does occur to you in this moment that like you are like 3 levels of nobility higher than she is. But nevertheless, her demeanor is very like, Lady Diana, it is a pleasure.
Baroness, thank you for your invitation.
Absolutely.
Cannot express how excited I've been since I received it.
It's going to be a great time. We have plenty of decent-sized creatures in these woods that have avoided capture for quite some time, and I'm excited to see if we do achieve it on this day. Master Thorn here is determined to get one particular creature. That's like the only thing he's telling me. That's it. It's just a grunt. And she's like, yes, I agree. A stag will finally meet its maker, I promise you. And how is your season going? I didn't see you at Stag's Crossing.
It's going quite well. I was there. There was an awful lot going on, so it's not terribly surprising that we may have missed each other. I'm sorry for that.
No, honestly, I keep telling Sebastian to lessen the amount of invitations, but he just smiles and adds like at least 20 more every year.
That does seem to be the way of things.
The seasons are only going to keep getting bigger and bigger. And forgive me. She turns to gotta scroll down here. She turns to Louisa. It's like, my apologies, my lady. I am Baroness Ellen Dunhold. It's a pleasure to meet you. Just bounds real low.
Baroness Dunhold, this is Miss Louisa Osborne. She is a very accomplished musician.
Oh, I
Not
believe
much.
you.
Not much of a hunter, but I think we can make one. Make a hunter of her.
I don't know about that. I barely know how to use this. And she holds up the Brighter cup again, incorrectly, mind you. And the Baroness has the smile goes a tiny bit bigger. I don't believe with Ignacio, you need to worry about that. He's a very good horse. Trained him myself. Just follow Lady Diana and you're going to be just fine. If anything, and you see her reach into like a side saddle and pull out like a few small bags, just keep giving him these and he will follow you to the ends of the earth. And as she passes them on to Louisa Diana, you do see that the horse that Louisa is riding, he's not pudgy, but like, he definitely likes to eat. Like,
It's just got a little extra layer, just a little one.
He's so warm during these northern winters. And but if you don't mind my asking, well, no, I'm going to. Do you mind following me for a moment?
Of course not.
Thank you. And she taps the iron for him. And just he's like both of your horses put together and then like 3 feet. Just this massive fucking chestnut that walks over. I must say I was uncertain to send you the invite. Edmund was a dear friend, and I'm very sorry for your loss. It means so much to me that you came.
I appreciate you sending an invitation. I have the sneaking suspicion that a number of people who throw hunts like this have been avoiding it.
Yeah, she like looks around. I noticed your father didn't make it, but I can't.
Yes, he was hesitant about allowing me to come, but I calmed him. She'll give a little smile. After all, wouldn't do to spend the rest of our lives afraid of animals who are so integral to our lives.
Absolutely. It's, well, when I'm not making appearances at the court and pretending like I give a damn about the society that we live in, I'm usually with it. Just pats the neck of the Iron Throne, who just seems to he just shakes his head like, yeah, I know who I am. I'm the man. Louisa is just staring at the Iron Throne, and the Baroness notices do you want to pet him? No. No. No.
Diana will reach over and pet him. She is pretty fearless around horses. Even Castor, she's probably the only person at the house who will willingly get close to him. So,
yeah, just eternally patient. Yeah, and as you pet him, you can feel the power in the muscles and like that. You can definitely tell that this is this is the pinnacle of this family. There's so much pride coming out of this horse because he knows what he is. And the Baroness smiles very well. All right. This has been lovely. I hope to see you both out there very shortly, but I have a hunt to get to.
Indeed, and a number of hunters who I imagine are eager to say hello.
Yes, to the hunt and actually, I think Louisa would also catch this. I think with that statement, you do see a flicker of something in the Baroness's eyes, and she just smiles quietly. It's very eager to say hello indeed. All right, let's get underway. All right then, and just
Hold on. I would like to play a monologue token.
Are you sure?
On the Baroness, yes, I'm sure.
All right. To say hello, indeed. It's been so long since Father passed that these are genuinely the only things I find any enjoyment in. I do not believe that this season, much like any of the other seasons, anyone will approach me. The weight of my name alone is enough to make sure everyone stays far, far away from little Ellen. Maybe it's my refusal to fit into one of the molds that surrounds us. Or maybe everyone's scared to try to marry the daughter of the man brutally murdered. I do not find myself angry or hate King Gregory or the Falconridge family. I just truly wish someone would give me a chance to do something other than just be the boulder that holds up the military might, to be the distant leader of men who charge into battlefields and leave bloody or don't leave at all. I am so tired. And monologue.
Very good.
All right. As she, as he, the Iron Throne, fucking gallops off to the center of everything, and you see the Baroness. All right, everybody. It's time. Gather up. Form your parties. Make sure you have everything set to go. Make sure your powder is dry. And call out your shots. I've only ever had one person killed on one of my hunts. Thankfully, we all agreed he deserved it. There's a slight bit of laughter in the crowd of like, ha, yeah, totally. Hope it's not me next time.
Douglas laughs openly because he doesn't realize it's not fully a joke.
Mm-hmm. And there is the Dunhold stag in these woods. That stag, reportedly, is 30 years old and has never been taken down. I've seen it twice in my life, and I let it go for moments like this, for someone to rise up and truly claim the title of Huntmaster, because Master Gideon Thorne refuses to let that go. And just loud enough for everyone to hear somehow, even though it's really quiet, only sound he makes.
I love him. He's officially my favorite NPC.
All right, everyone. And she charges off into the woods.
Taking off after.
Yeah. All right, the hunt begins. That's the wrong time period. Was that the Bonanza theme song? It might have been. Oops. Sorry. All right. So here's how this is gonna work, fam. I am not gonna make you spend a resolve token for this. As everyone rides off, a few things happen. Sophia.
Yes.
One of the people that you see riding off is Marcus Ashcombe. He is here.
My boy. Quite surely I'll have to ride up to meet him. I did not realize he would be in attendance.
And Diana, Rosamund is here. You did not see her earlier. She was apparently among different crowds, but she is here.
Excellent. Out of curiosity, is Leonard here?
That's
Or Tabitha?
That's really interesting. I'm glad you asked. As you actually take a look around, you kind of notice in the far back, just barely, like they were late once again, essentially, as you do see the Blackwells joining the very back of the pack, looking very worn out. Leonard is in full riding gear, galloping ahead to join the other lords. I mean, it's clear that he hasn't ridden in a while, and it's not because he's not a bad rider. He's fucking phenomenal. The actual outfit he's wearing probably was made for him a few years ago, before he gained like 15 pounds of muscle, and he's kind of like stretching it right now. Just Chadicus Maximus is going through. As he rides ahead, you do see Elias right beside him, also an accomplished rider. And if anything, the exact opposite. Whenever the last time this was made for him, it's actually a little baggy on him now, as he seems to have lost weight. And near the back of the ladies of the everything like that, you do see Tabitha riding through. All three of you see this.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm. So, for the sake of intermingling and going between people, You guys are riding through the woods on horseback, right? There are distances to keep in mind. Usually it's like you have to have your chaperone. Of course, you're gonna have to have your chaperone. But if you are riding along a group of people and you're like 10 feet away and riding and talking to someone, you're not breaking anything, right? You're riding through the woods. You're obviously gonna break off a little bit. But we're gonna go long distances. If you're like fucking 50 yards away and you're just talking to somebody, that's a bit much. You should probably get a little closer with everybody. At that point, you're having a conversation that you don't want other people to hear. But we'll see what happens. So, Sophia, as you're writing, and going through, someone pulls up next to you.
Oh?
Your father.
Good. Father, quite nice to see you. I didn't realize you would be coming until Isaiah told me so.
Greetings, Sophia. You look well.
You look well as well. You sound rather solemn. Is everything all right?
Just tired, my darling. It's been quite a journey here. I was in London for quite a while, so this is a very far trip out for me.
I understand. I hope you are able to gather good respite soon. And that this hunting trip can brighten your spirits. I, for one, I'm quite glad to see you. It's been awfully long.
Well, I came out here to check on you because I needed to understand something. I won't be in the hunt for very long. Just wanted to make appearances.
Ah, yes, of course.
Why did I have to hear from Elias Blackwell that you were insulting your brother during the funeral? See, what I don't want to hear from the son of the person whose funeral it is that you were disparaging your brother in front of everybody. Given everything that you're both sent forward to do, I understand the two of you can be competitive, but you have a job to do.
Sophia goes quiet. It's like her voice can find her way through her throat. I understand.
Giving your brother credit, he didn't say anything.
No, but he should have. I have been much too disgraceful to him. It will not happen again.
No, but let me finish. You need to work together, Sophia.
You know how hard that is.
And he turns to you while he's writing with a very pained look in his eye. Everything about this is hard. I raised you to deal with that hardness, that difficulty.
I understand. I'll be good. I'll see it through. You have my word. And it's like she shrinks into herself.
Now then, have you reconnected with your former friends?
I've been in the process of it. I've made good contact with both Viscount Beaumont and the Honorable Douglas. We have been in the way of mending things, making sure there are no hard feelings between us. It will take longer with Lady Diana, but I am hopeful that that venture will have a fruit.
Good. Write your mother when you are successful. Do not write to me. I'm off to Spain.
Father.
I'm off to Spain. See you in a while. And he will peel off, and you see he take the long way back around to the keep in order to leave. Hey, Melon.
Yes.
I have a resolve token.
While she's getting that resolve token, I also think I'd like to do a little thing called use a monologue token.
By all means, do you accept the monologue token?
Yeah, sure. Give me one moment. Once more, I have proven myself the irredeemable failure that I am. I know I should be better than him. He is. Mother has always remarked as such. Wish anything in this family made sense. At what moment we are put against each other, Mother says that it will encourage our competitive spirits, and then the next we are to work together as if nothing matters. We are. No. It is not in my job to complain. It is in a daughter's job to follow. I am pulling apart when I should stay together, as that is my virtue, and that is my demand, as that is what a Rookwood ought to do. With things as they are, well, I'll be good. I'll be just as he needs me to be. I will make amends with Isaiah. He'll be happy. Mother will be happy. And then perhaps they'll be proud of me by the time I'm done. End monologue.
Excellent. As you see your father, well, thank you for the monologue, by the way. It was lovely done. Sorry. As you see your father writing away, off in the cut, you do see one Lord Elias Blackwell riding with the other men. Just to throw that out there, but go ahead.
I'm keeping it in mind. I think Sophia needs a little bit right now.
She probably does. These actions will have consequences. All right. Douglas,
Yes.
you're riding Sparkle through the woods on the hood.
Yes. And while Douglas is a very, very poor shot, he is quite the hobbyist. And one of the hobbies he excels at the most is, in fact, horseback riding. So I do think he is riding through the woods and showing off quite a bit, but not realizing he's showing off. He's just doing what he thinks is fun, and it happens to look rather showy and adept. Up until eventually he probably does spot a quarry, calls his shot, and aims to fire. And he's probably aiming like in the 10 o'clock position, and somehow the bullet ends up going in like the 3 o'clock direction. So eventually, like he does that, winces a little bit, but then just laughs it off and turns. And if I can, I'd like to use a resolve token to have the Baroness Dunhold nearby for him to approach.
In what way?
Close enough that perhaps like she witnessed what just happened, and so that he can come up to converse with her.
No, just making absolutely sure, because when you said that, I was like in the direction of the 3 o'clock bullet. You just shot off
not in the direction of the bullet. Just like close enough so that she saw what happened, was safe, and then maybe is like the closest person for him to approach and converse with.
Because like, wow, Resolve token just straight up murder someone, which you can do.
No.
Like I can't.
Not the intention.
I think you don't actually see her approach, but she does. As you you have a brief moment of aw man, and then your vision is kind of filled with the Iron Throne, this massive chestnut horse, as she looks down at you and like, Lord Finchwood.
Baroness Dunhold. I promise that was better than last time. I am getting better.
No, for the love of everything. Okay, get off your horse. And he's just gonna climb down.
Oh, all right.
Get off. What's her name?
Sparkle.
Oh, good day, Sparkle. And she like pats Sparkle on the cheek. And Sparkle's like, whoa.
She likes you.
Why wouldn't she?
Sparkle doesn't like very many people.
Not many people. Neither. Show me how you hold that thing.
All right, and you'll demonstrate for her, and Douglas at least has half a wit to aim it in not the direction of people.
All right. So your first success is knowing not to point to the hole and at people. That's very good.
Yes, I was informed of that last time when I almost shot my father.
Boy. Okay. So stand like this, and she's going to take you through the process of actually holding a firearm properly. BP, what was your resolve token idea?
Nothing that could come up in this particular scene, so continue.
Got you. And she's like, all right, now you're holding it properly. Keep it steady right there, and aim for that tree.
All right. And Douglas will do so.
It hits. She's like, all right.
That is the first time I've ever hit anything I meant to hit.
I lied.
Reloading.
I have an idea.
There it is.
I'd like to.
I lied.
This wasn't what I originally had in mind, but I would like to spend this resolve token too. I would like to spend a resolve token to have Diana nearby enough to see and get to like clap for Dougie after he succeeds.
Absolutely. You see,
Don't have a
Landon-
monologue token, or else I would monologue him when he realizes that she is praising. But it's fine.
Yeah.
You know who has 2 monologue tokens?
Why don't we let Grizz describe things
Trust-
and then we monologue token Dougie?
Go on.
Yeah. There we are. Okay. So that's the trick to it. It's harder on horseback, and for all intents and purposes, don't ever do that again until you hit the thing you're aiming at more often. You have to adjust for a lot of things on horseback. Based on your own 2 feet, the only thing you have to adjust is yourself. Now reload and try again.
Understood. Also, Diana, did you see I hit the thing? I hit it!
I saw that it was a fantastic shot, Dougie. Well done.
I owe it all to Baroness Dunholt. She is a phenomenal shot and teacher.
Yes.
Diana will give the Baroness a very respectful nod. Glad to see someone can teach it.
Not so different than the hounds, honestly. Now,
What was
let's try
that?
this one.
Sorry, I was
Oh,
reloading.
nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nothing. All right. Again, same position again. And we're gonna aim a little lower on the tree this time. See that knot in the tree?
Yes, I see it indeed.
All right. I can see it through the sight myself. Now you should be able to hit it. Now go ahead and fire. She takes a step back.
All right. And as I take aim, I know this is not normally how we do things, but would this be a good time to request that monologue token be used on Dougie?
That
Yes,
is
quite
not how we.
likely.
Oh, but hold up. Hey, Melon. Do you want to stop muting yourself? Do you want to use the monologue token right now? Not at his suggestion, at your own suggestion.
Yes, I would like to.
Okay. You accept the token.
Yes. Sorry, it was just said earlier that she wanted to use it, or it wanted to use it, so I was like, oh, this could be a good time. My bad.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So yes, as Dougie kind of like takes a breath and takes aim and enters his thoughts, I am not a daft man. I know that the praise that Lady Diana gives me is one out of friendship and, well, probably surprise, but I can't help but feel warm all the same to see her and have her eyes upon me and feel glad for my success. It is all I could ever want, but it is not meant to be, I don't think. I can't be in the way of that or stand in the way of what could be right for her, no matter how much I wish that could be me. And at the same time, here's Baroness Dunholt. She's remarkable in her own way, truly and authentically herself in every regard. No desire to be anyone but who she is. That is something I admire above all else. And so here I stand, caught between the sun and the moon, and I can't tell which way my tide's going to sway. I can't sway either way, in fact. Diana, for the friendship that we hold that I don't want to ruin. Baroness Dunholt, for it is a match that I know my father would never support. And yet I'm teetering, threatening to fall. And all I can think to myself is, breathe, Douglas, breathe. My lungs, they're too shallow. End monologue. And I think at that moment is when Douglas fires, and he does, in fact, miss once again.
Are you sure?
With the theme of the monologue, yes.
Gotcha. Oh, well. Practice makes perfect.
Indeed, I can't be lucky twice, of course, but I felt better about it. It didn't go in a
Douglas.
different cardinal direction, so that's improvement.
Douglas, that wasn't luck, that was training. Welcome to the grounds of Dunhold. Well, luck doesn't exist to us. If you work hard enough, everything is so.
Luck doesn't exist. Well, that's a thought I'd never have. Well,
If you work towards something, you're going to succeed.
that is true. I did I wasn't great at the piano the first time I did it, but I got better.
And that goes along with everything in life. Now, the master of the hunt is glaring at me from several yards away. I can feel it through all of the trees, and I should get back on the horse before he yells at me. So,
all right, I should do the same. Sparkle, what are you eating? No, stop that!
It's just the fun. It's just the fun, Lord Finchwood.
Oh, okay, well, that's fine then.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Don't Sparkle, it's all right. You can eat all of those as you want to.
Oh, you're too kind. Both for Sparkle and myself, truly you have a peerless mind, Baroness Dunhold. I really appreciate that help there.
Well, with the respect due to you in the world, Lord Finchwood, it was more for others' safety than anything else. So, she's here pat you on like the shoulder, like, have a good hunt.
That is fair. Speaking of safety, I'll have a request for you later on, but I feel like it's an after-hunt activity.
No, go ahead and ask. You have my attention now.
Oh, well, I must admit that this is something of a selfish request, but understand, Baroness Dunhold, my honor has been impeached and put in question, and the only way that I can reclaim it is by attempting to maintain my seat upon the Iron Throne.
You see her face went from deadly serious to the affront on your honor to the ending of that where it goes to like absolute confusion. You want to ride the Iron Throne?
Yes, I'm afraid that the good house Ashcombe has challenged me to do as much without being bucked off.
Oh, the Ashcombes, eh?
Oh, yes. And as a vassal to them, it is very difficult for me to refuse a request of theirs.
The Finchwoods have, if you are a Finchwood, you have far more weight than the Ashcombes ever did. They are a house of brightly colored baubles and shiny things that pretend like they still matter.
Please, Baroness Dunhold, you make me feel greater than I truly am.
Oh, I just, looks embarrassed for a moment. I just speak true. Well, he's a very proud horse, Lord Finchwood.
I understand, but I have it on good authority that I'm quite the horse person.
Whose authority?
Mostly my own, but my brother agrees.
Goodness. I will consider it. Is Diana still, like, nearby?
Yep. She's
Cool.
pretending she's not listening, but she's definitely listening.
Right. Given the nature and past experiences of some of the people at this hunt, I will have to deeply consider this. For I do not want to have a repeat of past terrible events. But I have to get back to it.
Yes, of course. The least I could do was just request, and the least you could do is hear me out, and you have already done more than that. So thank you very much, Baroness.
Oh, goodness. She climbs back on the Iron Throne, and it's tall enough of a horse where, like, even the stirrups are, like, they're relatively low on the horse. It is mainly just pure upper body strength that is pulling her on top of that horse. And gets on it. All right. Best of luck on the rest of the hunt. And do me a favor.
Indeed.
Don't fire unless it's something charging at you.
Understood.
Excellent. And she rides over. It's like, Lady Diana, thank you for the applause. It definitely spurred him on.
You're the first person I've ever met who's been able to teach him how to hold one of those things with any sort of confidence. So, hopefully I will have more reason to applaud your efforts later.
Well, it was a lot like training one of the hounds, I'm going to be honest.
As long as it works.
That is a good mindset, but also a very dangerous one. Just here smiling. It's like, but as we go. Oh, goodness. He's glaring at me. I'm coming, Master Thorn, and you see her like running off into the distance.
Thank you for listening to Kingdom and Kinship. If you enjoy this story, please make sure to subscribe and review wherever you're listening to our podcast. You can find more of our actual plays on our website at www.hallowedhavenstudios.com. Please consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/hallowedhavenstudios. Your support helps make more stories like this possible.
Super excited for this. So bloodied porcelain, my dear
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
I know one of the things you hate the most is to make decisions. So,
Yeah.
yeah, as the
Not good at those.
no, as the Baroness rides off, in your immediate vision, some couple hundred yards away in either direction, you have Leonard Blackwell and Tabitha Blackwell.
I'm sorry, are they together or are they in different directions?
They're in different directions.
Oh, hell. Well, fuck you too, Grizz.
Well, hell.
Leonard. I'm gonna spend a resolve token and go toward Leonard.
Oh, you can just go to him. You don't have to spend a resolve token.
Fine. You want us to spend them, and then I try and spend them, and you tell me you don't need it for that.
If
Yes,
you want to spend your token so they're together, you can do that.
Oh. No. Them being separate is fine. I'm gonna ride over towards Leonard.
Cool. If one of the other players want to do that, you're absolutely allowed to. All right. So, yeah, Leonard is in the act of reloading his musket after taking a shot. And you see him like muttering angrily at himself, and kind of sees you approach. You see his face kind of light up. Oh, Lady Diana.
Lord Blackwell, how are you?
Oh, just all of these years trying to do this, and I'm still a barely better shot than Dougie. I'm so bad at this. So terrible. I can't. He's trying to reload it, but he's getting mad at himself and it's not working. It's not reloading properly, and he finally just sets it to one side. Yeah, it's important, but well, I've said it before. It's hard to do that when you're around.
She blushes prettily.
Sorry, that's very forward.
It's quite all right. When was the last time you went on a hunt?
Oh, it was 2 years ago. King Gregory insisted, and my father went. Of course, me and my sons will gladly go with you. We both went. I don't believe we are ready to do so, and we all went anyway. And it was a loud, boisterous, laughing time. We scared off all of the game, and we were just in the woods laughing like large buffoons, if anything. My father laughed so much. It was probably one of his best features.
My brother loved to laugh. Part of why he and Douglas were such close friends.
That's true. They laughed with everything. Does that make sense?
Yes. It's like they so animated them to be happy at all times. Or at least at the times when it was most important, which seemed to be most times.
I attempted to try to fill that role, but I am not my father.
I'm not my brother. We can only be what we are. Trying to live up to someone else, especially the fond memory of them, I think is a losing game. And does us a disservice in the process.
Perhaps, but I don't. Sorry.
No, it's quite all right. From what I have seen, there's no reason for you to try to be another person. You are honorable and forthright and reliable from everything that I have seen, and you are handling the grief and expectations put on your shoulders remarkably well. Certainly better than I did when Edmund died.
Am I?
Oh, yes. I only seem to be able to keep a straight face and to not break down into tears when people were watching me. And the second I was alone, I lost myself. Sometimes I lost myself in front of people, which was much to the chagrin of those around me.
You genuinely do me too much credit, Lady Diana.
I don't think so.
No, I'm not. I'm not holding it together.
Well, outwardly, I think you could fool most.
Well, then my governess will be very glad to hear that. She was the one who... We already knew our letters and our numbers, so the first year was training us to keep the mask on, as she put it. And I have to
Yes.
say, I have to say, you make it so hard to keep it on. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just that I'm not Lord Leonard when I'm around you.
Who are you then?
I'm little Leo who used to get books put on my head.
Well, from everything I have found, I like Leo. Though if you'll forgive my saying so, I have stood next to you. Little is not a word I would use.
It's, well, you see him kind of blushing, but it's like, well, I may not be my father in temperament, but I would sure reach this size. He's like scratching the back of his head, like, you are too kind.
Now,
Right.
shall we go and find another target?
More than positive, me bumbling through this wood is scaring off most things, but he stands up, past the side of his horse, just this. You recognize this horse actually from many, many years ago. You realize this is his father's horse. Sure, why not, brain? Just tie it all into a bow. This is his father's horse, the Black Pearl. It's a pitch black, beautiful mare, and he just like passed the side of her, just like, all right, go. I know you're getting a little older, but perhaps you have one more hunt in you. And as he gets on the horse, gotcha. All right, shall we? Now, where do you think we should go?
I will make sure that my chaperone is with me.
Yeah,
Louisa.
She's nearby. She's right there.
And then I will look around and kind of nod in the direction that the hunting party is headed.
All right. All right. Thank you. Like he like winces while saying it. Thank you, Diana. Lady Diana. Diana. Sorry.
You're quite welcome, my lord. Come on. See if we can't find a stag for you to take a shot at. Bigger target.
Well, I could have sworn there was a got it, Melon. You hear a kind of like shout in the distance. As suddenly going like blitzing past like you two and the chaperone a little bit, you do see a stag just come straight out of the bushes. Pollux is a very well-mannered horse, very even-tempered, and doesn't react poorly, making sure that you're okay. The Black Pearl is a much older horse and a bit more high-strung and nervous right now. Hasn't been out in the field in some time. And with that and the suddenness of the instance, just rears back, neighing loudly, and just bucks Leonard off the horse. Because he does not expect this to happen, and he doesn't have a chance to actually grab the reins as he goes collapsing to the ground.
I'm not actually going to do it because I would just blast out the microphone, but I scream and am like immediately off of Pollux.
Cool. Now to my other two players, do you want to spend resolve tokens to hear this?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Don't sound that excited. Oh gosh. As several members of the hunting party come rushing over on their own horses, and the stag full on dips into the woods. Leonard is like grunting on the ground, like, oh, that's fat. Ow. You see him like slow to get up. Oh, that was a rough one. All right. Oh boy.
Are you all right? Diana is white as a sheet and
Yes.
like shaking.
Quite all right. I have my shoulder something. Oh goodness. Diana. Diana. I'm okay.
You're sure? No blood? Your head is fine?
My head is fine. And you see him like go over and he's like, I'm perfectly all right. there's the
She
moment
looks
of
desperately like she wants to reach out and like touch him to be sure, but is like she literally curls her hands into fists to stop herself.
he's kind of doing the same. He's like, I'm all right. Is everything okay over here? Oh, is everything all right? Oh my God, my lord, are you okay? It's like there's like 10 different voices.
By Jove, what happened over here?
That's heavens.
I'm all right, everybody. I'm quite fine. We had I don't know who's over there. Who's over there? And you see like 3 hunters like kind of approach like, sorry, we scared the stag towards the party. We didn't mean to. Is everyone all right over here? We didn't mean to do that. Like, as you know what? I'm gonna as the master of the hunt, fucking Gideon Thorne, rolls through. Who the hell scared the stag towards the party? And he like both feet on the ground. His own horse like looking just as angry. His hound next to him, who's like it's like up a little past his elbows where the top of that dog's head is. It's a wolf. Let's just call it a wolf. It's a dog though. And the 3 guys are like, come here. We're gonna have a stern talk about proper procedures during a hunt. And there's like, oh yes sir. And the hound just has this really quiet growl that is not too dissimilar from his owners as they start walking towards the 3 of them. And you get the sense they're going to be thoroughly taken care of and probably not invited again. As Leonard starts, everybody, I'm totally fine. I'm probably going to go sit on that tree stump for a while, but I'm okay. There's nothing broken, and I'm sure I am fine. Sophia and Douglas, you can see Diana is white as a sheet and shaking. And Diana, Louisa is like kind of like holding you like gently to be like, "It's all right, love. It's okay. He's okay."
I'm fine. I'm just need to, and she's gonna like kind of walk a few feet away, and basically like go and put like a tree between her and everybody else because she's having a panic attack.
Yeah, so Louisa is going to join you. It's like, I understand. Let's just take a moment.
Speaking of panic attack, may I propose a Molo token to get a peek at what's going on in Diana's head?
Do you accept PP?
I'll take it. I don't know how happy you're going to be with this monologue because there isn't a whole lot of words going on.
That's okay.
I mean, if it's just like angry Spanish guitar on someone wailing, I totally get it. Like,
Diana is, it's a lot of, I can't do this. This isn't happening again. I can't, oh God, I can't. And there's a lot of like long periods of, tense, like internal, like literal internal screaming, until I think, she starts to kind of get herself back together. I'm all right. He's fine. It's all right. There's no blood. He said nothing is broken. Oh, perhaps this was all a mistake. Perhaps coming here was a terrible idea. No matter how well behaved Pollux is, I can't accommodate for everyone else's horses. Oh no, I think I might be sick. And there's a lot of she's pacing just slightly, so her poor chaperone is having a hard time like actually holding her because every time she goes a little bit still so that she can, Diana starts moving again. Like she can't decide if she wants to sit still and curl in on herself or like she needs to be moving because she has too much kind of frenetic energy inside of her. I thought I was ready for this. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe I should go home. Papa won't be angry, though he may not never let me come out to something like this again. All right, Diana, you have to get yourself together. You have to, Oh, you can't let them see you sweat like this. All right. Deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Stiff upper lip and all. What would your aunt say? I don't know. Though surely she'll hear about all of this, even though she's not here to see it. All right. Back to reality, I suppose. End monologue.
Thank you, Diana. Also, sorry, Diana. Like, damn, Diana. That was awesome.
I know, she only watched her brother die this way. Like, why wouldn't we make her witness somebody else almost experience the same thing?
On episode 3, nonetheless. So with that, as you kind of come around the corner a little bit, the corner of the tree, you do see Elias and Tabitha with Leonard both like patting him down and checking on him, and he's doing the big brother like, I'm honestly fine. It wasn't that bad. I fell into a pile of ferns and really sharp sticks, but I'm okay. Like, it's like it could be much worse. The party, now convinced that he's mostly okay, starting to disperse a little bit. Notably, this is only like maybe 15 members. The bulk of the hunting party is deeper in the forest at this point. So you don't see the Baroness at this point, though she probably would have gone off on those 3 pretty severely. And as you come around the corner a little bit, you hear a small sigh as you hear Louisa go, oh, thank goodness, I need your help. And you turn and you see Lady Rosamond there, looking pale as you, if anything, and with a deep look of concern, not for Leonard, but for you. Diana.
I will force a smile. Lady Rosamond, I saw you earlier. I'm sorry I didn't find time to come and say hello.
No, we're putting aside pretense, all right? You need to go sit down.
I'm all right. I think if I sit down, I may not be able to get back up again, so...
Let's take it easy for a while, and we'll try to get you back on the horse for a bit. Gary, if you want... Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I would like to spend a resolve token to let Douglas show up at about this time, so he gets a moment to see his friend about to have a full-on fucking mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Oh, I have tokens to do that for, but thank you.
I mean, I don't think BP spent it yet. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah. I'd already intended to do this, so I'll go ahead and spend it if you want to keep yours.
Okay, fine.
But yeah, Douglas, you're right there.
Yeah, I think Douglas kind of like witnesses most of this, or at least Diana like go behind the tree and then come back around, and he's probably just been watching like his brow slowly furrowing before he kind of like hops off of Sparkle and approaches. What? Hey, Diana, is everything all right? What happened?
Lord Blackwell took a spill in it. It just frightened me, Aunt Dougie. I'm all right.
Right? Diana, you've seen me take dozens of spills when I was still learning.
He's not learning. And, yeah, this is the first time I've seen someone take a fall since Edmund, so I apologize for not being as well put together as I should be.
Oh, goodness. Diana, I'm sorry. I did not mean to make such presumptions. And Douglas will probably like turn to her chaperone and kind of like look in her way that includes her in the conversation. Shall we go for a walk real quick?
Can't just leave Pollux here.
We can bring the horses along. They can trot.
Perhaps that would be best. Yes.
Yeah, Louisa and Rosamond are like waiting on your word because well. Lady Diana Fairley, when she says I want to do this or don't want to do this, is Louisa's like, if that's what you want to do, but we're not. I honestly just want you to sit down for a moment, but you don't want to, so
let's go for a walk. A walk sounds lovely.
All right, a walk we shall have. So, I'm sorry. I don't want to dredge up the thoughts more, but yeah, I imagine that was something of a fright. Yes.
Yes.
I can imagine it. I remember this one time, Thomas, I don't know what got into him this night. Normally he's much more prudent than this, but he drank milk and then also had several glasses of wine and proceeded to, let's just say, project himself across the drapery. And at first I thought it was funny, and then he sort of fell to his knees and didn't move, and I was incredibly worried, and we had to call for the doctors, and he was quite all right, but I remember pacing just for a good half hour, wondering in my head, why would I let him do such a thing? I could have stopped it, and I can't imagine how you feel, but I wonder if it was any way similar.
Well, I was there when Pastor bucked Edmund, reared, and Edmund took a tumble. And then I spent a week and a half by his bedside.
Oh dear.
So, I imagine if you take those first few blinding moments of panic that you experienced when your brother was ill and you didn't know what was happening, and you multiply that exponentially, that may be what I was feeling then, and what I felt when Lord Blackwell took his tumble.
Well, Diana, I have to say, after hearing that, the fact that you recovered at all is, well, you're a far stronger individual than I don't think I could have recovered from such a thing if it were to have happened to Thomas.
Well, we all have, how did he put it? Masks. We have to wear, don't we?
So Douglas kind of tilts his head. I don't think I know what you mean.
Well, that's because you're the most genuine person I've ever met, Ducky.
Maybe. I do remember once upon a time, before we went off to the school, I did have a governess who tried to impose upon me the ideals of, I guess, wearing a mask, you put it. In hindsight, I think that's what she was trying to instill, but I remember just not getting it, just thinking, why would I ever pretend to feel a certain way or act differently than the truth of the matter? It's still a little bit preposterous to me.
I suppose my aunt would be terribly disapproving of me for saying this, but I'm glad it never took, Dougie. I wouldn't have you any other way.
Thank you, Diana. And for what it's worth, I wouldn't have you any other way as well. You're one of my oldest friends, and you are spectacular in each and every angle I look upon you.
Thank you, Ducky.
Oh, I know just the thing to cheer you up.
Oh?
So, the shoe story. It starts with good Peter Quimbley and I in London.
I'm not sure that's the appropriate story for a given accompaniment. And she looks over at Rosamond and Louisa.
Oh, right. Never mind then, another time.
Apologies, Ducky.
No, it's all right. How about instead I tell you the story where I accidentally stained my pants bright blue?
Now that I am interested in hearing.
It is rather hilarious and a long series of events that I'm still not quite sure how they all happened. I think Thomas might have been involved, but he's not really a jokester, so I'm unsure. But you'll love it, I think.
I'm sure I will. I think this is where we can say that
I've been waiting. I don't know what to... Sorry. Sweet, are they... All right, cool. This is where we're going to go. All right, excellent. Sorry, I was just like, I don't know when this conversation's going to peter off into the next scene. Excellent. That's awesome. So, you'll just wander off, got you.
Hey.
Give me a second on. Everybody noticed that. Cool. All right.
I mean, we didn't wander off alone. Rosamond was there, Louisa's there. It's not just me and Dougie.
No, it's not just the two of you, but also the two of you wandered off. That's what I'm saying. All right, so Melon, that crowd dispersed. Where would you go next?
I think it is high time for Lady Sophia to have a bit of a conversation with Lord Elias. Is Lord Elias still with his siblings?
He is slightly off to the side, watching with a look of amusement as the three hunters that caused the accident in the first place are thoroughly put in place by the Huntmaster.
I believe the Germans call it Schadenfreude.
So you approach him then.
Yes.
Cool.
That's my...
That's your opener. Yeah, sorry, just making sure. As he turns to you, he's like, oh?
Yes, I believe it translates to something as joy, pain, or something of the sort. It's the enjoyment derived from seeing misfortune fall upon others. Rather damning a term, but, well, she turns to look at the hunters being reprimanded. I can understand where they got it. Does your brother find... Oh, go on.
Well, if you say so, a pleasure to see you again, Lady Sophia.
Pleasure to see you as well. Does your brother find himself well?
No, he has several bruises and looks like he fell off a horse. He kind of smiles. But he's a tough lug, and, well, all those years at sea have done him a lot of good. So
That's good. I heard the screaming and I was already worried for the worst. I worried Lady Diana would have had to suffer another heartbreak.
no, thankfully tragedy was averted today.
Good. That means there's still time to make this day a good one. Now, I believe you spoke with my father.
No, but I wrote him a while back.
Oh, so you did. Well,
Yes, I did.
it seems your letter found him well. I got done speaking to him just earlier. He corrected me in certain faults of mine. I am ever thankful to be steered right once more.
May I ask what occurred?
Oh, just some small family matters. Well, you know what the relationship between me and Isaiah is like, but there are certain small struggles, most of which are my fault, that I am setting right. I believe I have been far too mean to my brother when he has been, well, not exactly deserving of that treatment. So I will make amends. I seem to be doing that a lot lately.
Lady
Riz,
Sophia, go ahead.
I'd like to spend a resolve token.
Sure.
I would like Isaiah to be in the scene now. Just as she's saying she'll have to make amends, have him wander over. Like he knows.
He's like Batman.
Like he knows.
I don't imagine that he actually does. I just think the timing is very peculiar.
Yeah, okay, that works. Sorry. I was just like, my brain was like, well, he died. How did he know now? Superhero.
No, it was supposed to be like it's like he knows.
Got you. I was just like, oh, well, that makes things weird. All right, got you. Lord Elias, there you are. Lord Isaiah, it's a pleasure to see you. Just talking to your sister for a brief moment. Dear sister.
Your brother?
It's sorry, not your. Is your brother doing all right? I heard about what happened. Oh, he has hide tougher than most of the beasts in these woods. He's going to be just fine. Well, I'm happy to hear it. That was a terrifying scream. Do you let out that scream?
No, I believe that was Lady Diana, brother.
Good heavens. I think the last time oh, well, no, that does sound familiar, but that was when I handed her a toad once.
Oh, I remember that.
Granted, it was many, many years ago. But, well, I'm glad everything turned out okay. Sorry to interrupt, I just wanted to make sure everything was fine.
No, it's quite alright. How does the hunt go for you?
Oh, well, you know better than to ask that. It's just I can barely hold one of the firearms, and I'm barely able to ride, and I hate the smell of mud in the morning. It's like Elias is like, well, goodness, why did you come? Well, when the Baroness invites you, you don't say no. Especially when you're not a hunter. Just showing up is enough to make people think that you're actually capable of doing this.
Well, we are all thankful to have you here.
Well, I'm thankful to have you here, sister.
Of course.
Well, your sister was just talking about, well,
yes.
it would seem that your father made an appearance here a short while ago. Yes, I was told he was going to be here. I didn't get to see him, which is par for the course. How is he doing, sister?
He seems to be a little aggrieved, but he made certain things clear to me about certain faults in my behavior that I am ever thankful to him for his guidance. He said that he wasn't going to be here for very long. He has apparently reason to go to Spain.
Oh, I do believe that, I think he was going to go meet King Gregory in Spain.
Is that so? Why, that is quite the opportunity. Well, I'll have to congratulate him when I get the chance. I did not exactly have the chance to ask him why he was heading off to Spain when we talked. He was, well, you know, father, you know the Harry he can present.
I do indeed. But let me not keep the both of you. I do want to go check on Leonard myself to make sure everything's fine. And hopefully he can get back on the course real quick. He is one of the best hunters here. As he goes, Elias just smiles a little bit and goes, there we are. That's not so difficult, is it?
No, it isn't. And perhaps that is what upsets me most, is that I really have been holding on to meaningless grudges all this time. But I am lucky to have the company of such fine people as you, as my father, to be able to show me my faults, so that I may improve on them. That is, after all, the only way I may.
Lady Sophia, if I might.
Yes?
Say what you're thinking, because that's
My
the
brother.
Sophia I want to talk to.
I have spent a rather large chunk of my childhood in various states of rivalry, crashing discussion, various difficulties with my brother. It is arduous to put those behind me, to be asked to make right. But he has made spectacular progress in putting all of that behind him. And perhaps I am merely bothered that he seems to show such excellent progress. He has always been the most successful of us two.
Now, our governess taught us how to wear a mask for these situations. And how do I put this? My interest in you is because you're so good at wearing one, but yours is so cold, it's clear that it is a mask, yes? This is the Sophia I wanted to talk to. This is the Sophia I wanted to meet. Now, you keep saying that your brother might have gotten over everything, but maybe his mask has gotten better than you can ever read. For I must tell you, Lady Sophia, I wrote your father, but I didn't write about whatever interaction you had with your brother.
You did not. Yet,
No, I wrote your
Well, he
father
made it-
over the winter because I had some questions about some diplomatic things that he was interested in.
father told me that it was you who had inform him of the happenings. I'm very much not my brother.
I have not written your father recently at all.
I understand what happened.
Do you?
Yes. Well, I believe I have cause to investigate, at the very least. Because, well, either my father has misinformed me for some reason or another, and I would highly doubt that he would do such a thing, and I would not imply that he would be one to, or someone with knowledge of what happened.
The reason I'm
Acted
going
as you.
about it like this is because I'm putting this together myself. And there's another mask I'd like to see torn down very soon, if at all possible, before it takes over my household. And you see him look over your shoulder, and as you turn, you can see Leonard.
That's so. Well, I did say I would aid you. However, I may be of help.
Well,
I will
things
be
like
honest.
this should be talked not about in the middle of the woods.
Yes, I agree. I will do my best to show you the Sophia that lays behind the mask. But I will have to warn you that I'm not quite sure who she is. It has been quite some time since I've let her out. And quite frankly, well, I'm not sure if she's the kind of Sophia you'd like to be friends with.
This isn't about being friends, Lady Sophia. I bid you a
Isn't
good
it?
hunt and a good day. Not yet, but I am growing fond of you.
Of course. Have a good hunt, Elias. I bid you well.
I bid you well. And you will set off. All right. PP.
What?
I'm not sure I like Elias anymore.
He's kind of a dick. So-
One of them had to be. All right. So, Dougie and Diana. Hey, it's D&D. So, how far? Oh, shit.
Not far. We did not get far from everybody else. It would be
We
highly.
would go like, on a circuit,
Yeah.
around a couple of these, and we would
At
just be
some
back.
point, Rosamund walks away from both of you because hearing a Dougie story is tiring to her in many ways. Much love, big man. But as you're finishing the story, Dougie, you find yourselves back along the main group of the hunting party that seems to have paused for a moment.
Well, Dougie,
Yes.
know what Edmund always said? Got to get back up on the horse.
That he did. Would you like a hand?
No, I think I'll be all right. Thank you.
Right. Understandable.
They, I imagine that there are servants who are there to do things like help ladies back up onto their horses, and it would be highly inappropriate for Dougie to do it. So
Yeah, he probably just didn't even think about it. He's just like, this is my friend.
No, Lord Finchwood, I believe Lisa like steps in. I'm going to help. Thank you.
Oh, right. Apologies.
You're a lord, you goof.
I understand that now. I just forgot.
Ow!
All right,
She's my
you two.
friend. We want
let's
children.
go before we lose the hunt again.
Yes, yes, of course.
Someone who just like came
To
from
break them
nothing,
up.
struggled her entire life to make it here. And you're like, oh Lord, crazy me. Fucking never me. Yeah, she gets between the two of you. You both get back up on your horses and you rejoin the hunt. Now, for both of you, where do you go? What do you do? One of you still wants to get on top of the Iron Throne, which, for the love of God. But Diana, is there anything you would like to do?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. This is like an immediate thing. I would like to spend a resolve token to eventually have Diana and whoever she happens to be riding with find the stag. And I would like Diana to bag it.
All right, I have a dumb idea, and I'm excited. I'm gonna do something that doesn't.
She's gonna have to have one of the gentlemen is gonna have to give her a gun because she doesn't have one because ladies aren't supposed to do that. But
Oh, there's gonna be a gun involved. All right.
Well, I would hope so. Otherwise, how is she going to bring down the stag?
With your bare hands. We talked about this. No.
She's the don't hold way.
She's feral.
Go on, get it. There's something I have the ability to do, and that's just control the flow of the game, which, and for the good society, I don't like just taking it by the reins, and then just going along with it. But in this circumstance, I believe as you rejoin the hunting party, there is an individual that comes alongside you, with a very worried expression on her face, and you see Lady Tabitha.
Lady Tabitha, how are you?
Doing quite well. Are you all right? I saw how shaken you were.
I'm quite fine. I apologize for the scene.
It's not a scene. Of course not. I'm just, I didn't want to interrupt. You had plenty of people around you, and I'm sorry you had to see that. I know Leonard's more angry at himself for not just holding onto the reins that he should have.
It can be difficult. I'm fine, really.
All right then. Well, it's good to see you.
Your brother is well, and we should remember that and have that be what we carry away from all of this, not my panic.
Well, given how thick his skull is, the only thing I'm truly worried about is actually you in this moment. I'm sure if anything, he's just going to be riding a little bit side saddle.
The second she brings up how thick his skull is, Diana goes a little pale again and has to draw like a deep breath.
No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm so sorry. I don't know your name. And Louise is like, oh, no, I mean, as in, I'm going to take it. I'm the chaperone now. You just stay right there. Come along.
I will look back at Louisa. Are you going to be all right?
Well, I guess then we're going. All right, see you in a moment.
Have fun.
Oh no, they're going to fire me. As she kind of goes off to the side with you, Mo, it's like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I insist that we have a little bit of fun of our own to make fun. That was a terrible incident. Kind of ruined your hunt, and I want to make your day better. So I have an idea, and I ask you don't ask where I got this.
Got what?
She pull out one of the firearms out of the sights.
Her eyes go a little wide. Oh. Well.
I'm a fairly decent shot, but if I remember way back when, Leonard used to talk about how good you were.
I was little. I only learned because Father was willing to look the other way when my brother let me take a shot every once in a while.
Well, the best part about having a traumatic incident during this hunt for a lady is that you usually get away with one grievous thing. So my governess told me when I was very young. Don't ask.
Suppose.
Well, yeah. And she hands it to you. It's like, take a gander in those woods and see what you find.
Only if you're going to ride with me.
Always.
I seem to remember hearing rumors that you were an incredibly accomplished writer. Perhaps even more so than your brothers.
Well, there may have been a few summer evenings
Oh, good. Then you'll be able to keep up.
No.
And Diana gives Pollux a little nudge and takes off.
That's unfair in every way. Yeah, and you guys tear through those goddamn woods, and you're riding and you're going, and it takes a minute or two, but just out of the corner of your eye, Diana, you can see, just clear as day, as time seems to slow down before you as Pollux slows down, you can see this majestic beast, a true royal stag of the Dunwolds, right? We're talking
16. Stag. Let's do it.
Oh, it's 16.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
This is a 20-year-old deer. I think I think it's at 30 or 20. About either way. But no, this is a massive deer, like proud necked, and you can see like the graying in the fur because it just lives so long. But as you stop, you can also see how its eyes are kind of cloudy a little bit. It's getting a bit too old. It's finally reaching the point where it can't evade things as much as it used to. But you have the perfect opportunity to take down the stag.
Diana lets out a long, deep breath, and for a moment almost looks like she doesn't want to. Because it's a magnificent creature, and you can tell that Tabitha can tell by the look on her face that there is a moment of serious indecision. And then she kind of glances over and pushes this little half mischievous, half uncertain smile to her face and lifts the rifle, lines up, and as she breathes out, she will squeeze the trigger.
Time slows down, and you know it's the perfect shot, the perfect moment. And it's almost like this magnificent animal is finally going, thank you, as it's finally taken down after all of these years. The shot rings out, and it does run for maybe like 10 or so seconds before you see it go down a little farther in the woods. Yes, Melon.
May I
Yeah, no, I'm saying yes because I read it.
It might be worth letting her letting it say what it wanted to do, so that people at home can hear.
No. I'm just saying, like, I'm finishing that part.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. And you do see it go down a little bit farther in the woods. As you make your approach. Go ahead, Melvin.
May I spend a resolve token to make sure the Baroness sees this?
Absolutely. And yeah, you approach, and you can see it. It's just like it's like 6 inches shorter than the Iron Throne. It is a massive deer. And as you're looking,
sorry, go ahead.
And as you're looking over it, you can see there are other shots. Like, other people have hit this deer. You can see scars, bite marks. It's been hunted for decades.
Diana will slide off of Pollux, hand Tabitha the gun, and then make her way over to kind of crouch very carefully next to the animal without getting blood all over her skirts.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll put her hand like on its neck, so that she can be sure that its heart's not beating anymore or feel it stop. And she'll let out a slow breath. Well, thank you. You can rest now.
You hear it let out one last, like, plaintive cry, and kind of like this bone aching, like, rattling breath as it, like, the last breath leaves its body, and it finally just kind of goes still, and you feel the heart finally go quiet. As Tabitha kneels down beside you.
I didn't think that would work.
That was
there are tears in Diana's eyes, by the way.
I think Tabitha gives you like a side hug, and like, that was the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Didn't feel like it was me doing it.
You are amazing.
No, I'm just me.
Me is pretty impressive. I'd like to know more of me.
She smiles a little bit. Then I would like you to know more. Thank you.
There is of course. I thank you. Don't think. I mean, oh God, I shouldn't be holding this. As she like looks at the gun.
How are we going to explain that?
Well, they didn't. It fell over, and as you hear like the clopping of hooves, like this crashing through the trees, and the Iron Throne comes clapping straight through the woods and like stops short as you see the Baroness hop off. What in the world? Diana, Tabitha. She rushes over.
Hello, Baroness.
What? How?
Please forgive me. I may have gotten ahead of myself.
Ahead of yourself? And she like kneels down on like Tabitha's on your left. She gets on the right. She's like bending out over it. Doesn't care about any sort of plot or whatever is going around. Just like, You took it down.
I did.
Goodness. It just kind of like gently cradles the head and like it's like just the head alone is like the size of Tabitha.
It's the size of her whole ass lap.
yeah, it's fucking massive. The entire both antlers, like the entire rack is fully like intact and everything like that. And like she's like looking at it in awe and like looks at you just like, how did you?
She'll just shrug and shake her head. Edmund, I suppose. As I said, it didn't feel like it was me doing it.
Tabitha's like, well, maybe he was guiding your aim one time.
More than once. Did it when we were little too.
Yeah, he's always there. And like your parents like just looks kind of shell shocked. Like, I never thought I'd see it. We always assumed we'd find it half dead in the woods somewhere one winter and then have to put it down.
I apologize if I've brought disappointment.
Lady Diana, I cannot stress enough how deeply happy and appreciative I am that it was a woman who took down the stag.
And I'm glad to hear that, though perhaps we should say that one of your huntsmen did it. Keep me out of trouble.
I don't think I can do that.
Oh, well, all right. I made the decision, so...
If I may, the three of us together managed to take this down. I took the shot. She's like, looks at you like, I took the shot. But this is a team effort. You just happened to be around.
Diana will nod. I appreciate you being willing to take the credit. She says it in a way that almost sounds like she's saying blame because she knows that that's might be how it comes across in society.
Well, I am the master of Wolf Sparrow. Anyone who tries to put any negatives towards me for taking well, this was my birthright. So thank you both. Hold on. And she like sees Tabitha with the gun, and Tabitha's like, oh, and she like Tabitha who was still hugging you, like, let's go, and then looks at the gun, and then her other hand that was holding you, and doesn't know like which thing was more improper. They dropped it? Yes, let's go with they dropped it. Don't do that again. Yes, ma'am. All right. Oh, Gideon's going to die.
I would like to spend a resolve token.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
My last resolve token of the night.
Yeah.
The rifle that Tabitha has.
Mm-hmm.
It's Dougie's rifle.
Rough, dude.
If anybody was going to have a rifle go missing and not notice, it's Dougie.
100%.
All right. As the three of you are there, and Tabitha like looks at you, Diana's like, this is going to sound really out of sorts, and this is definitely not the occasion for it, but I imagine we're about to get very busy very soon. I'm having a garden party, and we're gonna end it there. Dougie.
Yes.
Yes. You're kind of on cloud nine, man. Look at you getting all the conversations in. Let's see here. What would you be up to in these last closing out minutes?
I think Douglas kind of like allowed, or not allowed, but watched as Diana was taken off by Tabitha in the hopes that she would do good to help cheer her up, and sort of rejoin the party for a spell. Maybe at some point looked in like on his like saddle and such, and just goes, now where did my rifle go? Did I leave it on the rock? Well, anyway, and just carries on without caring much. And I think eventually, after meandering and maybe conversing for a bit, he will perhaps try to go find Baroness Dunhold to see if he can follow up on that Iron Throne situation.
All right, we will say this happens before the shot heard around the world. I shouldn't call it that. Uh, fuck. Yeah. Absolutely. So you see, she's just kind of like overseeing the hunt and stuff like that as the hounds are going through. A lot of the huntsmen are going deeper into the woods. You can see she's looking slightly tired, trying to keep track of everything as you approach. But Lord Finchwood.
Baroness Dunhold, how fares the hunt for you?
Oh, there's nothing like keeping track of very established lords.
Oh, I know. Between you and me, I forget their names at the time.
That doesn't. Yes, that does make a lot of sense, Douglas. Lord Douglas, my apologies.
For what?
Your lack of. How can I help you, Douglas? Just like seem kind of struggling for a moment.
Well, first and foremost, I just want to check in and converse with you further. I quite enjoyed our time together earlier, but secondly, I suppose I was seeking to follow up on your stance as to the old Iron Throne matter.
Oh, yes. All right, old boy. And you see her just like hop off the horse and just gotta go and face him and like kind of like hold his head and like look him in the eye, kind of in the eye, like, this is a friend of mine. He's going to try to ride you. Now, I need you to understand, if you don't want to go anywhere, just don't move. Don't do anything else to show your displeasure. I would deeply appreciate it. You see him kind of like, he does like a long blink, and then his eye kind of like turns ahead, is looking at you. And you hear like a quiet neigh of like maybe agreement, but you're not sure. And the Baroness will look at you. All right, give it a shot.
Thank you kindly, Baroness. And before I climb aboard, I'm going to step up and face the Iron Throne directly. Well, hello there, good friends. I know your mistress, Baroness Dunhold, has just spoken with you, but I would like to get a chance to chat as well. You know, get to know each other one another better, because I would like us to be friends, just like I'm friends with my delightful horse Sparkle over there. She is quite wonderful. I'll introduce you later if you want. But yes, I'm going to try to climb aboard and see if we can have some fun together, you know, just a nice little ride. I'm trying to impress some friends of mine, so I would really appreciate it if you
Lord Finchwood
work with me. What? Sorry, I was just trying to get acquainted. Right, okay. So let's do this.
No, just stop talking, please. That works with Sparkle. And so you see her kind of like holding his bridle a bit, just like, because as you were talking more and more and more, he's getting agitated. That works with some horses. This is very much a horse of few words. So get on him.
All right, very well. And I will climb aboard.
You see, she's, if anything, she was more concerned for your well-being. Like, no, stop and get on the horse. All right. You get on the horse.
Mm-hmm. And I have one resolve token left. And is the rest of the hunting party around to see this?
What are you spending the token on? That's
going to be determined based on the question. If people are already around to see it, then it would be used to make this go quite well. If people aren't around to see it, then I would use it to gather a crowd, and whatever happens.
So remember what I said? There is some resolve tokens that are going to be used to not save you.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be one of them.
Okay.
If you want to use it to have more people witness it, that's one thing. But this is going to be not the resolve token, but you role-playing it out with the horse, which you did a little bit. But she was like, get on him and see what happens. If you want more people to be around, including the Ashcombs that made the bet in the first place, who you haven't seen since,
then yes, I'll do that. I'll use my final resolve token to get basically the rest of the party, at least within sight, apart from Tabitha and Diana, who have gone off on their hunting spree.
Absolutely.
May I spend a token to have Sophia be here as well?
You don't have to spend the token. You can say you're here.
Okay, wonderful. Go on.
If you want to spend a token any other way, you may. But yeah, here's the question: how physically strong is Douglas?
I think he's fairly well built. He's just because of his family line, is a rather like tall and sturdy guy, and he is a man of many hobbies, many of which include some that would require some muscle building. So I think he can fare his own. He's not like insanely strong, but he's athletic.
Good. Because as you're trying to get on top of the Iron Throne, you're like putting your foot in, you're like, oh, like there's a brief moment where you're like, this. You like look over at the Baroness, who doesn't have muscle mass really. She's just like a slender woman, and you're like, how the hell did she get up here? And then you just like get up and over, and you're on top of this horse. Now, the view from up here is insane. You have ridden Sparkle for a long time, and you understand that's a mare. She's not the biggest. But even when you were riding just like a male horse, for example, it's not nearly the view from this. This is a massive fucking beast. And you feel him tense underneath you, and there's a brief, small moment where you thoroughly understand in the bottom of your heart, he would rather see you dead than on his back. However, what you did before and trying to get to know him, even if it was a bit much for him all at once, and the Baroness actually holding his bridle in this moment gets him to go, I need to treat this person well. And most of the hunting party does see someone other than the Baroness ride the Iron Throne, which has never happened before. And because of that, there's a small pattering of applause that just goes throughout the woods. Everyone's like, holy shit. But you make it up there.
Well, this is quite a view. There, good friends. You're all right. I don't mean you any harm. Just a quick little trip, and then I'm going to climb right off so you can be with your friend again.
Baroness is like, well, let's see if he moves. Go ahead and take the reins.
All right. Douglas will do so, and probably just try to maintain composure. This kind of like friendliness he's trying to exert towards the horse itself, being calm and not constantly keep talking to him because it's been made clear to him that he doesn't like that, but just sort of exude a sense of like, everything's all good, man. We're having a good time. And actually, I think as he takes the reins, he's going to turn towards Baroness Dunhold. Does he like whistling or song or anything like that?
No.
All right, I won't sing then.
I'm going to hold him, but take a couple of steps forward. You see him, she's talking to him. Please? You see her ask, like hey, buddy. And there's like a silence of bated breath. The entire hunting party is quiet. And then a gunshot rings out. As the Baroness looks off towards the west and says, get off the horse.
Very well. Yep, Douglas will indeed hop off. Thank you kindly, sir. And he will bow to the horse.
You get the side eye of a horse that doesn't know what to do with you yet. It just knows it's not allowed to hurt you. As the Baroness gets on top of the horse and races off to the scene that we played out a bit ago. But the Ashcombs do approach you with a look of respect on their faces. As Delilah and Frederick are just like, well, you got on the horse.
That I did, I must say. I'm certainly not the king, but the view from the throne was rather lovely.
I do wonder. Frederick's like, well, I'll give you the credit for getting on the horse, but I don't know if it was legitimate, though.
Legitimate?
She was holding the reins the entire time to make sure he didn't do anything to you. Let me
that
put it
she
this way for you.
was.
Let me put it this way for you, Dougie. As like Frederick puts his like elbow on your shoulder and like leans in. The fact that she even allowed you on her horse, yes, that's
Yeah.
gonna shake up the court more than anything.
My, she was just doing me a favor, I asked.
Dougie, really use that head of yours. No one has ever ridden that horse.
Well, of course someone has. She just wrote it off.
No one other than her. That's it.
Oh, I see.
Do you really need to think about this, yes? What does that mean?
I suppose it means that she has the kindness to allow her newly made friends to give it a shot.
He's going to die alone, like Delilah says. It's like, you're going to die alone in a terrible fashion.
That's harsh.
It's very true. Now then, we'll have you win this bet, but when we see you again, Dougie, I do so hope you fully realize the implications of what just happened. But blessings be upon you.
Yes, indeed, and thank you for allowing me to win the bet.
Next time, well, actually, they kind of like, let's see what happens next time on the Iron Throne.
I guess we will see. I would say we will see what happens when good Frederick here attempts to ride Sparkle, but he has confessed his fears of riding a mare.
They don't like me, so I won't take that.
Understandable.
Lord Douglas,
Lady Sophia.
good job. You did rather arrogantly, I would think.
I appreciate the praise, thank you. It was exciting to say the least.
Why, yes, that horse. Well, it seems like you were nearly twice as tall as you are.
Which is saying something, I am quite tall.
I know. Was the view at the top of the world worthwhile?
Oh, I do believe I saw the horizon curve.
Well, excuse me to think I'm interrupting conversation, aren't I?
Oh no, I think the Ashcombs had other business to attend to. They were just enlightening me about the ways of court and had the gratitude to allow me, or the graciousness to allow me to win the bet of ours. Despite the advantages I had in it, apparently.
Well, you do seem to have your charms.
So people are fond of telling me, but as I spoke with Diana earlier, I'm simply being true to myself, I suppose.
You always have been. It's quite a good trait of yours. Don't lose it.
So I've been told. Anyway, I should get back to Sparkle before she starts eating rocks.
Oh, yes, please do. But that horse is half feral. Not to be mean,
You don't
but
see Sparkle anywhere.
Oh no, I need to go find her.
best of luck.
Thank you. And I will jot off to try to find my missing horse.
You did literally say your horse gets jealous.
Oh, bother.
With the extremely jealous horse somewhere in these woods, and hopefully someone willing to give Douglas a ride to go find her, we are going to end this session here as the scene cuts away from the Wolf Sparrow. Thank you for listening to Kingdom and Kinship, a Good Society actual play by Hallowed Haven Studios. Storytelling for this actual play is provided by Grizz. Viscount Beauchamp Montrevel is played by Howell Valentine. Lady Diana Fairley is played by Bloodied Porcelain. Lady Sophia Rookwood is played by Melon. Lord Douglas Finchwood is played by Gary. Our intro music is done by ANBR. Our art is done by Teddy San. Editing is done by Virons.